because even on the first call, he asked like, "Oh, do you have like a website and stuff?" Like when I told him kind of like what I do and how business.
Yeah,
and
just
I'm like,
say,
"Oh yeah, I'm gonna need some."
Yeah. So what would you say?
Like a landing. Well, when he asked like if I'm my website, I said, "No, I'm still working on it. It's still like kind of like low key and private right now, but it's
that's wrong move. Yeah. Okay. So let me help you out here, right? Because it's more of a sales thing. So the objection is, do you have a website? Basically, they're saying like, are you legit, right?
Yeah.
You don't need a website. So you just say, I actually don't have a website, but okay. First, you ask why did they ask in the first place, right? So you could just say, oh, that's a pretty interesting question. Why do you ask? Is that something you need to see before moving forward? Oh, no. I just wanted to see if like there's more information about what you do. Okay, so I'm actually on the call now, so how about we just have a conversation now? See, problem solved.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A website, like you can actually sell high ticket without a website that doesn't explain your offer for thousands of dollars for your offer, and it's fine because I've done it many times. I've sold to public companies without a website. I just sent them like a document I made on Notion and sent it to them as a PDF. So if you solve a burning enough problem for them, a website is not necessary. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like the first like 2 or 3 months for Founder X, I didn't even have a website. I just put a Calendly link on my YouTube channel and said, hey guys, if you're looking to quit your 9-to-5 job and, build an online business, click the link in the description for my calendar and let's talk. And the people that bought from me in the beginning, they never asked me for a website. I just created like a Google Doc, and then I did a Notion doc just explaining like the high level overview, the modules in the course, how the coaching worked. And it was just basically like 1 or 2 pages. And that's enough to get people to buy.
Yeah, that's what I sent him like the overview of the program. And so we still agreed to a part 2 to a call. So I'm just trying to think, where should I take this?
Okay. On the first call, right at the end, why did you need a part 2?
Because it was just a quick 15-minute call. So I didn't want to go too long and do a whole discovery call with him. I just wanted to see like he's serious, like he have the budget, and then from that call I was initially turned off. Honestly, I'm like, okay, this guy's not serious.
Yep. Yeah.
It's November.
Yeah.
He's already working an intern job or something.
Right.
Like part-time.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, so you have hands-on experience, you're doing it, and you're not till April.
Yeah.
So issue games. Yeah, I just want to feel more confident and stuff going into the interview.
So I would go on the call, set the right expectations, and then, okay, so, I mean, you haven't been to the sales part of my course, right?
No, so I was looking at your video, and you said there's a whole section, for YouTube and stuff. I don't even know how to find that.
Oh, really? Okay, let me show you. So, if you're looking for YouTube, it's in the classroom here. Then you go to Create to Sell, the YouTube Masterclass. You see that? Yeah, I'm sharing my screen, right? Yeah, you go in here, and then this is the whole YouTube course.
Hey.
Yeah, you got that?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so this will teach you all the YouTube stuff that we were talking about from start to finish.
Okay. And then there was a sales one?
Yeah, for the sales, it's in the main course here. So it's in selling and closing clients. So you go through this, you're pretty much good to go.
Okay. Yeah, I skimmed through that a little bit, but I'm going to go back through that.
Yeah. So yeah, just go through this. It's the same system that I learned at Oracle actually. And then it's universal. So it works for coaching, consulting as well in selling courses. Human beings are the same, right? So if you go through this, it'll pretty much solve your problem. And yeah, I mean, just on the call, really, it's just like, it's like, where do you want to go? Like, what does success look like? Where are you at now? What are your biggest challenges? How come you can't do it alone? Okay, I might be able to help. And then you tell them how you help. And then, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the biggest thing that I'll share with you is like, I've been using this triangle to explain my model. So I'll be like, okay, so we're going to create a growth plan for you, right? And then I'll be like, all right, so pretty much we're going to help you with your offer. Then we're going to help you with your lead generation. And this is for Founder X, right? And I think this is what I did for you as well, right? And then it's like monetization. Yeah. Okay. So people like threes, it just makes everything simple. So when you pitch them, just pitch them 3 main things, and then like each one can have a branch, right? If you need to. So for a tech sales offer, it's pretty similar actually, because I used to do tech sales, right? So you'll be like, all right, let's go ahead and create you a growth plan, and you can share your screen like I did. It works really well. You say first, we need to, like, what's your first thing? Like a resume, probably?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first we're going to like optimize your resume and your LinkedIn. Second is what? Like application to get interviews.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to like work on the cover letter, and I guess cover letter can be here too, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cover letter, this was application. So like hitting up the recruiters. What do you say in the DMs? What do you say in the emails? I'm going to show you all that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to show you how to, crush your interview, right? So, I mean, you just like call it whatever you want. I like simple one words or 2 words, like offer, lead gen, monetization, right? So you can just call like interview or whatever. And then you'll be like, all right, I'm going to coach you through exactly what you're going to say in your interviews, how to follow up, how to make sure you stand out from everybody else. So if you think about it, if we work on your cover letter, then we get you a bunch of interviews, and then I'll show you how to crush your interviews. And then if you don't do well, you just send me the recording or give me feedback, or send it to me. I'll give you the feedback so you can do well in the next one, right? And if you go through this process, like, do you see how you could get interviews and, do really well on them and eventually get a job? You see what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah. And then what are they going to say? Yeah. When you put it like that, it makes a lot of sense. Because you're like simplifying the process for them. Because a lot of people will be like, oh man, like it takes so much work to apply, or I don't know what to write in my resume, or I don't know how to optimize my LinkedIn, right? So you're kind of like solving all of their key critical problems that they have when applying by themselves. And then you just ask them like, do you, based on everything I told you so far, do you feel like this is something that would help you out on your journey and, help you get those interviews? And of course they're going to say yes, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's like an easy way to sell it. And then you just be like, okay, so this is how the, program works. So for me, I just go like, okay, Founder X, you're going to get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like the coaching and whatever it is that you're offering. Then you ask them again, like, hey, do you think this is something that would work for you? Do you see how we would like help you get your goal of like getting a high paying tech sales job? Yeah, absolutely. And then you go into like timing and pricing after that. And then you're pretty much done.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Okay, no worries. Gotcha.
Yeah, so when you do the discovery call, every problem that you pull from somebody, you're actually just setting it up so you can pitch 1, 2, and 3. Right? So the questions you ask has to be like, so just curious, like, how did you, or maybe you ask them like, hey, can you send me your resume? I'll do a quick audit, send it over. Oh, okay. That's kind of interesting. Like, how did you like write this? Like, where'd you come up with these ideas? Oh, well, I went on YouTube and I tried to, copy what the guy said. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't seem that strong. and then you just kind of like pull out the pain. You know what I mean?
Mm,
yeah. So like,
I think he said,
yeah,
$100 course.
$100. He said $100 course.
Like a $500 course.
Okay. So then you can make the pain hurt more. So if I were in your shoes, I would say like, oh, okay, so you let me get this right. You paid $500 for this course, and it was supposed to teach you how to write a really good resume, right? Yes, that's correct. Okay, well, I'm just curious, like based on, just from your perspective, how do you feel about this resume? Oh, well, maybe it's not as good as I thought because I'm not able to get interviews. You see what I'm saying? So, because like you have to make it feel like whatever they tried to do in the past, whether they paid for it or they try to figure out by themselves, it wasn't good enough to get them the result. So when you're the person that makes them admit that in their own words, you put yourself in a higher position where you create like some kind of authority, and then it makes it feel like you have the answers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the key. Yeah, and you just do it for all the pieces. So first you do the resume or LinkedIn or cover letter, audit it, tell them how much they suck. It's like the same as like if I go on someone's like YouTube channel or their LinkedIn profile, I look at their content and I'll just find points on why it's not that strong. So when I tell the person, they're like, oh, okay, like Patrick's like honest with me, he's telling me the truth. So it builds trust as well, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and then you just go into like, oh, like how are you applying? Like what are you saying in the messages? And then you're gonna find they're probably sending the same generic thing to all the recruiters. Nothing about what they're saying makes them stand out. So you just make them feel that pain, and then you just move into like, oh, like have you gotten any interviews? They might say, oh yeah, I've done 1 or 2. It didn't go well. Okay, why didn't it go well? Then you pull out more of the pain, right? So once you hit all 3 of these points, and then you just say like, hey, you know, I think I might be able to help. Do you mind if I share with you like how I work with clients? That's an easy way to transition. And they will say, yes, of course. And then you go into your triangle. Okay, first thing, you summarize everything they said, all the pains that they said, and say, okay, so I'm going to solve your problem. Number 1, you said you had a problem with your resume. First, we're going to work on this. And then you just go through all 3 points, and it's like so obvious that whatever you're selling will feel like a good fit for their problems. And that's it.
It makes sense. And then just go into, okay, so this is how we do it in the program. It's 2K.
Well, yeah, you sell, first you pitch this, right? The 1, 2, 3. Then you go into like your, okay, like one-on-one coaching course or whatever you're selling in your thing. That's what you put here. Mm-hmm. And then you say like, okay, so now let's talk about pricing and timing on when you can get started. Then for me, I'll be like, okay, like pricing is like 4,000 USD per year, right? And then I'll be like, I kind of just pause and I'll just say something like, hey, so based on everything that I talked about so far, like, is that something that would work with you? Right? And then they'll give me their objections, or they might say, oh, you know what? It's not that bad, you know? And then I'll be like, okay, great. So when do you think you can get started? And then like, you'd be surprised. A lot of people will say like, I'm ready to go now. And then I'll be like, oh, like right now, right? So if I send you a link, you're ready to go? Yeah. And then I'll just send them the link to buy the thing, and then they buy it right on the call.
Dope. Okay.
Yeah. So I can do, like typically it only takes 1 or 2 calls to close people for these kind of consulting things.
Right.
Yeah. So a lot of the times I'll close in 1 call actually. But if you already did a qualification call, then the second call is your time to like really hit them with the close.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And typically you want to ask for payment on the call. And it's not really pushy. You just want to make it feel like it's the next logical step, right? It's like, hey, like we already went through everything. You said it's right for you. Seems like it's going to solve your problem. So, and you say you want to start now. So let's get started. Right. And then some people might say, oh, but I need to think about it. It's like, yeah, I totally understand, man. Like, of course, like you don't want to rush these kind of decisions. But since we're on the call right now, maybe I can help you out. Like, what do you need to think about? And then whatever they say, you counter it with, objection handling, and then until they say yes, Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But if some people, they're just like, I don't make decisions on the first calls. I would like to sleep on it. And usually like at that point, I don't push them to buy it. I'm like, totally understand, man. Like, I think, you should sleep on it, and you should make sure like this is the right fit for you. Right? Because like, if you do this program, like, of course, like I'm going to support you and everything, but you're going to have to put in work as well. So yeah, let's make sure that we're both on the same page here. Right? So when do you think you're ready to make a decision? After you have some time to think about it. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Okay. So, and then I'll just like get their WhatsApp and stuff, and like that's the next step, right?
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
Should I have
go ahead.
Collecting ready to go?
Say again.
So should I have like a whole payment?
Yeah, you should. Ideally. Ideally, okay. It's really easy to create, by the way. Like you can do it in like, an hour, right? So you either use Stripe, which is very easy to use, or WAP. One or the other is it's fine. Stripe ends up cheaper. So if you don't have a preference, just use Stripe.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can do it like under your like personal name, right? You don't need I think you don't need a business for this. Like a whole like entity. I don't think you need one.
Okay, cool. The Stripe is cheaper. How much is it?
It's like they just take a percentage of like what you make.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you like I looked around. There's no, unless they send you the money directly, like on Wise or like Cash App. There's no way to avoid those percentages.
Yeah, I was thinking I was just gonna ask him for an e-transfer for the first time.
E-transfer, like, do they have to give you a lot of information for that, or can they just like?
No, I guess that's like a Canadian thing. They just like through their banking, they can just send me money.
Oh, like with their email, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Zelly or something. Zelle.
Yeah, it's Zelle.
Okay, yeah, just do that then. If you're starting out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but you just gotta like get them to do it on the call,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because if he's thinking April, I'm thinking if I close it now, am I doing like 4 or 5 coaching, or am I just giving him 8 weeks of like this is how we, and now you're good?
Well, I guess you're working with somebody until they get a job, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not necessarily selling a 6-week program. You're selling a result, actually, right?
It's true.
Yeah, so this one's kind of tough, right? Because does that mean you have to work with him until April? Okay. Let me see the lightest way to do it. Because like, who's gonna hire an entry-level SDR? Like, well, it's November, right? Okay, I would get the 300. Close the client so you have a client, right? Teach them everything you know about how to do it, so that he's your test basically to create your first thing, right? And because you're gonna need like resources and templates, and you're gonna build it for him, then you're gonna reuse it for all the other clients. And then just say like, yeah, man, I'll work with you until you get the role, right? But then once you do the initial work, there's actually not much work to be done, because he's just going to text you every once in a while when he gets an interview,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's like more.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's more heavy up front. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just like maintenance. It's like, okay, just send me your interviews or what's going on if you're having issues, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So like when I started Founder X, there was no like Discord. It was just WhatsApp, actually. So I would be like, all right, man, let me get your WhatsApp. I'm gonna coach you through on WhatsApp, and then you're gonna book the calls on my Calendly link. And I didn't even have the course ready yet, right? So the first guy, I was like, all right, man, the course is coming. Just give me like a couple of weeks. He's going to be here, And yeah, just build it as they go based on what they need.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. So like for a course, for example, you should do a course, and then you should just break it down into modules that like solve specific problems. All right. So like basically, if your course had 3 modules, it would be these 3. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like, dude, like,
That's also what I'm thinking.
what's up?
Would I be able to whip together like modules like that if he did go on board?
Say again.
Would I be able to like quickly whip up modules like a training program like that? If he does agree?
Yeah. So
Like right now?
you can. Okay. Like if you want version 1 of how to do it, you just do the whole thing on Loom. All right. So here's like the ghetto way to do it. It's actually how I did it too. All right, this is what I did. So I used Notion. I didn't even use School at the time. I used Notion, right? And I just created a document, and they could click into like the folders in Notion. You know what I'm talking about? Like yeah. So it'll be like the main page, you know, introduction video, and then section 1, you know, how to create an offer. You click it, and then there's like a couple videos in there. And then if you want to go to the next one, it's like another page and a couple videos in there. You know what I mean? So it's like pretty ghetto, right? It's like you just like put it together, and that was good enough for the first 2 people actually. So I think if you created a Notion, put your modules in there, and then, you know, links to your worksheets, and then like link it to Loom videos.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough, dude. Because like, if like, let's say you do like resume, right? What you should do is you should just record yourself teaching something on Loom. So you have like your little like face here in the little circle, right? And then you just screen share. Mm-hmm. And then you're just like, all right, so today we're gonna learn how to write your resumes. And then you just do it, right? Like in a very low production way. Because for this kind of stuff, it doesn't matter if it's high production. What they're paying for is the result, right? So it doesn't matter. It's not a YouTube video.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're screen sharing most of the time, there's really no production value to it, right? It's just like, as long as your microphone's decent, it's fine. And so like, could you whip it up? Yeah, because like each one of these, that's like 15 minutes right there. That's 15 minutes. Maybe that's like 20 minutes. Application, maybe that's like 30 minutes. How to crush your interviews, maybe this is like 1 to 2 hours. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And you just like have bullet points, and then you just like freestyle it, and then that's version 1. And then version 2, you can go back and make it better if you need to. But for this kind of stuff, like you want to just, you know, get clients as quick as possible. Yeah. The other way to do it, if you don't want to make the course right now, is just to do one-on-one. And then just teach him each one of these things in a one-on-one call.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is...
I like that.
Yeah, so those, you literally don't have to do anything except go on a call with him, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you get one guy to go through your program and it works, then you can go back and make the course based on like whatever worked for that guy. Yeah, okay. So just do this one, dude. It's just promise a bunch of calls. I think that's the easiest way and the highest value way to sell what you're selling, right? Because like even for what I'm selling, if I were to increase my price point, I mean, people value the calls quite a lot, like the one-on-one calls. So if I just add more calls, I could increase the price maybe, you know? Yeah. So like selling your time as a coach is probably the most easiest way to increase the perceived value of your program. It's the least scalable, but when you're starting from zero, you're not really thinking about scale anyways. Not yet.
Exactly. Okay. I like that.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much all there is to it. You know, it's like now I think for you the biggest thing is like, you know, getting meetings. That's probably your biggest hurdle right now. Is that pretty accurate?
Accurate, yeah.
Yeah. So like, what are you doing right now to? Well, how did you get this first meeting with this guy? Was it like a friend or something?
So no, I've just been since I've been in SDR. I've been having people here and there just kind of asking me my experience. Like that's what this guy asked.
Really?
He's like, oh, like,
On LinkedIn?
like yeah, about like getting into tech sales or working at whatever company I'm at.
Wait, so
Like, oh, just like how was it?
so they just like
How's it like working there?
they just randomly hit you up.
Yeah, because that's what I did when I was trying to get an SDR job, right? I would message other SDRs
Right.
and be
Right.
like, hey, you guys hiring, or how many people are hitting quota at this company? You know, like,
Right. Is it that you're trying to connect with a SDR so that they can refer you?
Essentially.
Is that the goal for these guys?
essentially, it's just to like, when I was like researching how to break in, that's what like people were saying, to like connect with other people, LinkedIn, SDRs, AEs, hiring managers. So
Yeah.
I don't know if people are doing it for that same reason or they're just genuinely curious. So
Right.
usually it's people that want to apply to my company and they're like, well, how's it like working at that company specifically?
Right. Right. I mean, that's an interesting start. You know?
Yeah, so this guy messaged me a couple months ago. He's like, hey, I'm trying to break in. Can we hop on a call so you can share your experience with me?
Yeah.
And he's trying to do like a similar company, like home service businesses. That's why he said he wanted to reach out to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, just shoot the shit with him.
All right.
That's how I got in my DMs. So, and I messaged him back. I'm like, hey, you still looking to break in? He's like, yeah, I've just been in school. But that's when he asked. That's all.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, that's probably like one of the easiest ways to get meetings. Because I helped out quite a bit of people,
Yeah.
you know, become like sales coaches. And yeah, just posting on LinkedIn, getting like, you know, 5 to 20 likes per post, DMing every person that follows you and engages with the content. That's like the easiest way to get it going.
Yeah. What I did last night was I just sent out a bunch of connection requests to like people breaking in, I guess. I just searched up breaking in SDR people on LinkedIn and just like added as many connections.
Break
for a little bit.
Like they on their title they said that they want to break into SDR. Is that what they said?
Yeah, it's like in their like little bio thing.
Oh, okay. So it's like basically I'm looking for a job, right?
Yeah, it's like, oh, like, you know, aspiring SDR.
Okay. Yeah. Got you. Okay.
Yeah, so I target that.
Yeah.
You know, work SDRs, I guess, and then I just sent in some connections, and that's all I did so far. I was building up my first post to post today, but I'm probably gonna edit that a little bit. And that's also what I was gonna ask you about, like the anxiety of like posting with my managers and my like, directors on LinkedIn. Like,
Right.
should I just like shadow block them and just post?
Can you shadow block?
I was looking into it. I'm like, apparently there's like a way you can
Like hide people from seeing
post.
it, right?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Exactly.
I mean, why not? They would never know, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's just like my manager's manager, and then my manager's manager all work in this Toronto office, and I see them in person every day.
Yeah.
Or like every week,
Yeah.
once a week.
I think it's not a big deal if you did, because like, I mean, the algorithm, if their algorithm doesn't like show them your content,
Search for,
yeah, it's like how
yeah.
are they gonna blame you for that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think that's to do the whole like shadow block. I think that's fine. It's just like don't say anything about it. But yeah, I think you should just do like content that inspires people to break into sales. You know, that's like that. I think that's pretty good content.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think you should also include like personal stories. So like just like your experience breaking into sales, or even things like not related to breaking into sales, or it could be like your daily life as a salesperson, your perspective of like how cool this job is, you know? Like I was cold calling and this guy said this, and then da 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 da. And one of the biggest things I learned from that is 1, 2, 3, you know? So it's basically value-based content and then like story-based content. Those are typically the easiest to do. And then once you have like testimonials, then it's like testimonials and case studies. You know, that's like the third pillar. And like if you just do that and that's it, like you can make content forever.
Okay. Some stories. Yeah, I just added like my LinkedIn and my Calendly to my YouTube about section, and I'm starting to like put more call to actions, like book a call to me or message me on LinkedIn.
All right, you should do this. Yeah, so for LinkedIn, it's gonna be pretty uncommon for people just to book a call. You know, I find that true for me. So the best way to get the meeting is to at the end of your content, the call to action should be follow me. All right, so if you're looking for more tips on how to break into tech sales, follow me at, and then put your at. So people click it, they go on your profile, and then they follow. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be like a little more discreet on LinkedIn.
Well, that's the most discreet you can make it.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you say book a call, that's the opposite of discreet.
Okay.
Right? Because that's directly saying, hey, I want to come on a call with you to sell you something. You know what I mean? But if you just say like, hey, like follow me to learn more, or follow me for more sales tips or whatever, right? People actually click and they follow you. So on LinkedIn for Sales Navigator, if you get it, you're basically just looking for two things: people that follow you, people that viewed your profile. Right? So every day I got a guy checking for me all the new people that followed me, all the new people that view my profile, and then inbound connection requests. So these are the three big inbound lead methods for LinkedIn. And you just check every day, like who's looking at your stuff, and anyone that looks like a good fit to buy your thing, you just send a connection request, right? So that means like if they viewed your profile, they're not connected with you. They just viewed your profile. So you go on their profile, you connect with them. And then there's like a 40 to 60% chance they will accept, and then you DM them.
Do I do that manually, or do I
manually
automate that? Okay.
You want to do it manually. Yeah. Like if you can't do it manually, automation's not going to work.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. And most of the bigger players, like personal brands that do this method, they do it manually as well. I do it manually too.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause like the automations don't really work because they can feel it's an automation.
Right.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll say, hey, John, appreciate really good to connect with you, man. Hey, man, I saw you were a SDR over at XYZ company. That's awesome. So, I was just curious, like, are you here for the content or maybe looking to build your own business one day or looking to build your personal brand? And then they'll respond with either, oh, nah, like, I'm just here for the content, and they're just not interested in any business, right? That's fine. Some people will be like, well, yeah, I'm actually a sales rep, but I always want to start my own business. I just don't know where to begin. And then the conversation opens for you to kind of, ask some questions, and then get them on a call.
Okay.
Yeah, it works super well, by the way. Like, this is a strategy pretty much everyone's running on Instagram and LinkedIn. And it 100% works, Yeah.
That makes sense. No, I'm just more thinking about like how I wanted to like position the post and the content of it. Like I was gonna come across from the angle of like, okay, I'm in it and I'm just kind of documenting and sharing the journey and follow along type of thing to be a little more subtle. So like,
yeah,
nosy ass cool.
Yeah, that's fine. I think if you want to make it subtle in the beginning, make it subtle. But the key is you get them to view your profile and follow you. So like in your content, sure, like take the position of, hey, you know, like follow me for more or whatever, right? But you need them to view and follow so that you can DM them privately.
So it just means I have to post more?
Well, you gotta post like five times a week, right? But you also need the call to action. So like after they read the post, like what do you want them to do next?
Okay.
You know, and then
my LinkedIn, like no connections, no follows, or not much, really. So
it doesn't matter.
I feel like I'm posting this.
Nah, like okay, like think about this. Let's say you connect with 40 people a day, right? Like all these like SDR kind of people. In 1 month, how many followers do you think you have? So like 40 times, let's call it, that's a day, right? So 5, that's 200 times 4, 800, right? But then maybe, let's say 30% accept. So 30% of 80, I need my trusty calculator. It's a big calculator. Okay, let's make it smaller. 800 times 0.3 is 240. So in 1 month, you're pretty much guaranteed like 200 followers because LinkedIn forces every accepted connection request to become a follower. And it just so happens every person that accepted is looking for an SDR job. So when you make content, it's going to be put in front of them. And then the algorithm will recommend it to more people who are looking for SDR jobs. You see?
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So after...
So I don't need to like...
Go ahead.
So I don't need to do that first? Like do the connecting and build up the
like
following first?
Yeah, don't wait for it. Just let's just get started with what you got. It's just something like you don't wait, just let it compound. So yeah, like in the beginning, okay, like you'll get, you know, 5 likes and 300 impressions. Okay. And then you just do it for a month. Then you're starting to get like 500 impressions. Then in 2 months, you'll get like 1,000 impressions, you know?
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So like even if you got, let's say 1,000 impressions per post times 20, that's 20K, right? Like out of 200K impressions, it's pretty reasonable to get like 5 to 10 meetings.
Okay.
Like in 1,000 impression means you're getting like maybe, you know, 10 to 20 likes a post. Okay, so it's like the math works, right? And then maybe out of this, maybe you might sign one person for 2K. Okay, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? For a start.
Okay.
All right.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. Okay. So, and that's assuming your close rate is horrible, right? But when it becomes like better, then you'll make more money, right? So I'm just assuming like the worst, just to set the right expectations, you know? And I mean, that's all it is. And then to make more money, all you have to do is increase your impressions and increase how many meetings you get, increase your close rate, and then the number will multiply.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's all it really is, right? It's pretty simple. So that's why I say just start, because you'd be surprised. Like there are some people I know that get barely any impressions, but they can make 10K a month.
Yeah,
so
it's not about like likes and
well, it is, but it's just like it's about the right people liking your stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the right people liking your stuff. Yeah. So
right now, I should be focusing like every day on just content.
Oh yeah, and how you want to spend your time, right? Yeah. So this is a good one. So you know the 80-20 rule?
Yes.
Yeah. So here, I'll apply it to you in your specific context. So, all right, there's no good diagram for this. I'll just make it. So basically, 20% of your work will result in 80% of your success, right? If you were to only do one thing, right? Let's say you're crunched on time and you can spend 1 or 2 hours a day. The only thing you need to do is this. 80% of your time should be spent on content and outbound. That's it. So if we're, let's say, if we're focusing on LinkedIn, right? And your goal is like somebody put a gun to your head and they said, all right, man, you better make 10K or you're dead, right? This is what I would do. I would make content every day, just one piece of content every day. That's like good, you know? And then I would connect with 40 people 5 days a week, which is the max. And then
every limited. So
say
track of like, so I have to keep track of like how many connections. Do I use like a CRM or something?
I can send you. I personally use a Google Sheet, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Like
it'd be real easy throughout the day and accidentally like spam connections. You know. I'm at my desk.
I don't think it'll. It's pretty unlikely. I think you'll know. It's only 40.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's 40 a day, and then every person that accepts, you DM them, and then you try to book a call. Right. If you do this, it's pretty reasonable to get like 5 to 10 calls. Like starting now, you know, and then let's just say your close rate is like, let's say it's like 10%, right? Which is like not good. Then if you get like 5 to 10, you'll close like one person, right? But then you'll know how to close and you know how to like, get more meetings, and then you just keep doing it again. Like this is the simplest way to do it without like having to learn too many new skill sets.
Okay.
Yeah, because like YouTube is great too, but it's like most people can only make one good YouTube video a week. So the first, 5 videos, you might get like 50 likes each one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why it takes longer, but it's worth it. But if you want to make money now, to just be like, hey, like I actually got a client, this is real, I'm a coach now, I would do short form content and outbound. It's the quickest path to get your first clients.
Short form and outbound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like YouTube short?
Nah, like LinkedIn. Like, because any platform that allows you to DM.
Okay.
Yeah, so like if you're going to do LinkedIn, just do LinkedIn for now,
Okay.
Yeah, because if you spread yourself too thin, you're not going to get good at anything. Yeah, it's going to be rough, right? Now, you could add like one YouTube long form video a week to get the ball rolling if you can manage your time. You know what I mean? If you can't manage your time and it's like feels like a lot, you can just not do YouTube for now and just do LinkedIn first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm
like
basically just doing that. Yeah, LinkedIn once a week or YouTube once a week.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to focus more on LinkedIn. It seems like that's where
it's easier. Yeah. It's just easier, And I know for a fact, if you have no website and barely a YouTube presence, people still buy, because there are many people that went through Founder X and they kind of teach what you teach, and they were able to get their first client with like nothing,
Okay, just using LinkedIn
Basically, yeah. Basically.
And okay, so short form LinkedIn.
Yeah, so how you want to think about it is like the outbound, you want to first like max out inbound. So like everyone that connects with you, views your profile, follows you, max it out first, right? And if you're starting out, maybe you only get like 5 potential inbound leads. So if you got 5 for the day, that means you have to supplement the remaining 35 with outbound, which is what you were doing. Yeah, so you always want to prioritize inbound because it's easier to start a conversation with people that see in your content.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So, basically spending the day making LinkedIn content, connecting with people.
Yeah, that's it. And then just take the calls as they come, you know? So you don't really have to think about the calls. It's like whenever they come, you know?
Okay. And for my for like short form LinkedIn content, like I just make it like, what kind of content would I make?
It's either, okay, like for LinkedIn content, like you always need some kind of copy, right? Like written copy, you know, basically like storytelling or whatever, right? And I have a part in the course that will like teach you like the basic fundamentals. So if you just go to like LinkedIn content creation, like building a personal brand on LinkedIn, so this one and this one, that will teach you like pretty much, like it's like the 80-20 of what you need to know, you know, these three right here.
Okay.
Wait, what? $99 from 50 cents. Okay, that's weird. Okay,
let's go.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Like literally. I don't have a product. I don't have a $99 product. I'll check out what that is. Let's go.
50 cents.
Yeah, 50 cents. But yeah, just go through these three sections.
Okay.
And it's just copy, and then you do either a picture or you do a video. Right, so it's like video would be like short form content of like problem, solution, why it's important, why you should care, that kind of stuff. Or you just do a picture, right? So like for me, what works really well is just me working on the computer at a cafe, like these kind of photos. Like they generally just work on LinkedIn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nowadays, I've been.
Okay. So. Yeah. Sorry. So, yeah, you said more or less like vacation-y, more like.
Not vacation-y, but like. Well, like it depends what you sell, right? For me, I sell the idea of building an online business. So anything that looks like I'm working online works, right? So if I take a picture with my laptop anywhere outside that looks cool, it works because of what I sell, right? But you need to have a picture that connects with how sick working in tech sales is. So you working at the office in a nice spot, like this could be you know?
Okay.
Yeah, or like you working from home remotely, and your post is about like how you love tech sales and you have the freedom to, work on your schedule at home and, also go to the office and be surrounded with other people too, and, have a flexibility or whatever, right?
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, so the picture needs to support the copy of like written word, but it doesn't have to be like a literal like connection. So like if I'm talking about how I quit my 9-to-5 to build an online business, right? It could be me holding a cup of coffee, walking on a random street in Vietnam. Okay. And that's one of my most viral LinkedIn posts. The picture really had nothing to do with the copy, but it kind of relates in that it looks like I'm a young working professional somewhere in the world that you've never seen. You kind of get what I mean?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And mine just has to be, I'm basically trying to glamorize the work from home, the tech sales. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. You're glamorizing the work from home thing, Like I saw this other girl, she teaches how to grow on LinkedIn, and her whole like photo strategy is she got a photographer to take pictures of her pretending to work on her laptop at a nice villa in Bali. And her whole thing is like, work from the beach, right? And she just probably like spent one day to do a photo shoot around this nice villa, and then that's her content for like the next like 3 months.
She's chilling. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not really that complicated,
Yeah. I'm glamorizing that I'm able to take this call right now on the job.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, like, Yeah, so like any picture of you like working on the grind, you know. So like for example, if you, let's say like for Daniel Dallin's YouTube channel, right? He's really good at glamorizing the life of an entrepreneur. So like imagine if you had a picture like this of you like working on your laptop and it's like nice vibes, color grade is good. Like that works. Like that kind of stuff works on LinkedIn, you know? Or this kind of stuff, like you working at a desk, like there's no context to like what the video is about. It's just like you grinding, right? But if you make it aesthetic, it's like, oh shit, like I want to do that.
Okay. What was this guy's channel called?
Daniel Dallin. Yeah, he's probably like one of the best at making videos that glamorize the day in the life of entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's pretty good. Yeah, check him out.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm just sitting at my desk all day.
Well, see, the thing is, he's sitting at his desk all day too, actually, right? But the thing is, he makes it cool. You know, it's like the color grade. Like he's literally at his desk, like a lot of these videos, you know. It's like, like look at this one, dude. He's literally just working on his computer. You know what I mean? So yeah, so like there's, I mean, this one's like more aesthetic for sure. But you kind of get what I'm saying, right? Like, just like you sitting at the airport, or you know, like get your girlfriend or whatever, take a picture of you, or if you go to a cafe with your girlfriend, like just snap a picture, or a coffee. Like it could literally be you holding a cup of coffee outside with your laptop. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it works. I tell my girlfriend to take pictures of me at any cafe we go to.
So like, kind of like digital nomad vibes.
Yeah, exactly. And the pictures don't even have to be that professional, because like the best photos that performed for me on LinkedIn were the ones I took on a point and shoot camera, like a vintage, like, you know, from the 2000s kind of camera. And those ones work the best from my experience.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Kind of. Yeah. So, you know, iPhone photos work as well. I've been doing a lot of iPhone, taking a lot of B-roll on my iPhone and photos on my iPhone. So like, I think that works. You just have to learn how to do the right filters for the colors. Really, it's about the color grade. Yeah, so it's not really about filter. It's about how you do the colors to make it look cool. That's what I personally think. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to take away some actionable steps so I can start, you know, like today. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking I haven't gotten Sales Navigator yet, so that's a must.
Yeah. So like let's talk about next steps. So, you know, get Sales Navigator. You know, DM 40 people a day. Start with inbound, then fill the rest with cold outbound. You know, if you have time, you know, do one piece of content on LinkedIn per day. So copy plus photo, and copy plus video. Right? And if you can't do one per day, do 5 per week, which is only 20 per month.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're saying weekdays are the best post, right? You said weekdays, 8 a.m. or something.
Yeah. I do it at I forgot what time. 8 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I do it personally.
Yeah, when I start work, it's perfect.
Yeah. So, and you can schedule it too. So you can write like 5 posts and just have it done for the week, you know?
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I think if you just, go ahead.
On LinkedIn, right? Like that, can you? Like YouTube, like how you can schedule out a video?
Say again, what was the question?
you can't like schedule out your LinkedIn posts.
You
right?
you can do it natively on LinkedIn.
Oh, like on YouTube, like how you can upload.
Yeah,
a video and have
it's
it
the exact same
published?
thing. Yeah. But you just like write
okay.
the post, instead of pressing post, you press the little like calendar or like the clock button, and then you pick the time you want to do it at.
Okay. Dope.
Yeah. So I think if you just do this,
Alright.
you're good, dude. Just do it for like 30 days.
Sounds good.
Huh?
Okay, sounds good. 30 days.
Yeah, 30 days. And then like, well, every week you should be like reflecting on what's working, what's not. But then like give it a good 30 days before you can say like if something works or not, you know?
Makes sense.
Yeah. So like the
And I was
method.
trying to,
Go ahead.
and I was trying to figure out like when to book like my one-on-ones with you, but because you have like these group calls,
Yeah. It's like the same as a one-on-one, to be honest.
so I'm like, okay. I was gonna ask you, when do you think like the pacing of it, like your modules and stuff, what I'm trying to do, like when do you think that first call should be?
I mean, if you keep coming on the one-on-ones, like, I mean, that would even solve most of your problems, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
fuck work.
what's up?
Fuck work. It's okay.
Yeah. I guess if you needed to like really like drill into the offer, or like if you had sales calls and then like for whatever reason people weren't buying, then I think a one-on-one makes sense because I can troubleshoot it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I can
Yeah,
also
one
do that on a weekly call too, if you want.
Yeah, like these are very helpful, so I'll try to catch these.
Yeah.
This is like my first one, so
Yeah, and all good, man. So yeah, I think if you do this, it'll work. Actually, I know it works because I've helped like 3 people do the exact same thing. You know, of like literally the same thing you're selling. This is what they did, and it works. So, like,
what do you think of the market? Do you think it's like oversaturated now, or
no, I don't think so. I think everyone, like tech sales, is not that saturated, in my opinion.
I mean, like breaking into tech sales, like what I'm doing?
I don't think it's that saturated.
Okay.
Yeah, personally, no.
I guess now that I'm doing it, I see it everywhere. I guess that's why.
Yeah, but it's really small. Like if you look on YouTube, there's much more higher demand than there is supply right now.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
So I think you're fine, dude. Like you just need to have your perspective of like your story basically. Then once you find an angle that works, you just like keep repeating the story in different ways. So like from Alex, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so my angle for like personal branding, right? It's like one of the most competitive niches right now. So I focus on people that have 9-to-5 jobs and they're transitioning into like doing entrepreneurship usually for the first time. And I use the angle of, hey, I used to be a 9-to-5 employee working a good job, but I knew it wasn't for me. So I left it all, moved to Asia to build an online business, right? So the people that I'm going to connect with more are the ones who have good jobs. And they're also thinking, hey, I want to start my own business too, right? So like, I'm not attracting the people that work at McDonald's because that's not a good job. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm Andrew Tate or something, right? So it's like you have to find your angle, and a lot of times you end up attracting your previous version of yourself. Yeah, so like nobody has your story, right? And so that's your differentiator. Like all the information is the same. You can find it on ChatGPT, right? But people want to learn from people. You know, if they can learn it on ChatGPT by themselves, they wouldn't be like looking at your content.
Okay, so focus my LinkedIn content heavily around my story.
Yeah.
Summarizing.
Yeah. So when you teach, you just add a story in the beginning to make it different.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like for me, it'll be like, oh, this week I'm planning my trip to, Thailand to do this and that. And then I'll just like add a random business lesson to it. But you see, like the image I'll use, nobody can copy because unless you went to Thailand, you're not going to get the same thing. Right. So it's like it's adding like a layer or a skin on top of the main lesson to make it feel different.
Oh, okay. So it's like story, lesson,
Yeah, usually
call
it's
to
like,
action.
yeah, usually that's usually what I do. It's like you hook them with some kind of story that's different. You teach some kind of framework, like 1, 2, 3. Then you explain why it's like relevant to them or important or why they should do it now, and then like CTA, and you're done.
Okay. It's like I remember applying, feeling lost, frustrated for
Yeah.
trying to break into tech sales.
Yeah, it's like you know, when I was first trying to break into tech sales, I applied, 20 times, and not a single person responded to my, whatever. I was ready to give up and go back to my shitty job as a insert shitty job, right? But I didn't give up, so I tried this new method, and then suddenly everything started to change. You know what I mean?
Okay. And then call to action would be
Follow me.
follow.
For you, it's follow, because you were trying to keep it low key, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow me for
It's like more tips,
Like-
more like you follow me to follow my journey as a SDR.
okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter
think
what it
follow-
is. It's just make it related to whatever your post was about.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, follow me if this resonates, or if you just want to follow the journey type of thing.
Yeah, follow the journey. I think for you is fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and you're
Cool.
good. You're good.
All right.